So VHS Beyond is technically like the 9th installment in the VHS franchise, but like the start, I think, potentially of a new trilogy. It goes the original VHS 1, 2, and then Viral, which damn near killed the franchise. And then we have VHS 94, 99, and 85, which all very easily resurrected the franchise and had their own unique feel to it. So now we have VHS Beyond. It's not tied to a particular year, but more tied into a theme, which is supposed to be aliens. Now, does it kind of hold through the entire thing? Mostly. There's like one or two that kind of don't feel too alien, but we'll get there when we get there. Fans of the channel may know that I am actually a fan of the VHS franchise. I like these anthology stories, and I like how unique and weird that they can each get. How they're not connected, and even if on the rare occasion you get one that isn't exactly your cup of tea, that's fine. You have like 4 other options in the same film. Now, let's jump into the first one. I'll just call Stork. Now, let's start by talking about the director of this short and giving him the keys to the Resident Evil franchise, because this short film feels like more Resident Evil than Welcome to Raccoon City ever did. Now, while it is still formed in the style of found footage, the idea of this massive stork monster creating zombies, Bunders, is really fun and twisted. We have a small team of mercs. While not exactly the deepest characters, you can understand their struggles, their motivations, and why they do this. Particularly E.T., whose son is amongst the 17 kidnapped babies, which, this hits a little differently now that Ollie's on his way. Great segment, and maybe my favorite of this entire film. Up next, we have Terminator Nightcrawler. Now, have you ever seen Nightcrawler? Imagine that, but in Mumbai. The short starts off with a beautiful montage of the city and its rich culture, something the director Virat Paul really wanted to show off. We also follow Arnab and Sonu, who stalk the new it girl in Bollywood, Tara. The only thing that throws me off in this segment is the dance and singing number, but I know I'm in the minority in this department. The twist comes when we find out that Tara is actually a cyborg or android.
Wait, I can't sense them! Androids! Androiderists! Terroroids! Guys, we got a bad case of terroroids!
Now, honestly, I was expecting something a little more mystic, like she made a deal with the devil to become rich and famous, but hey, the Terminator works too. Skydiving aliens is up next, and this next one might make you vomit from all the shaky cam. It's a skydiving mixed with an aerial dogfight with military jets battling a UFO, sort of. The whole skydiving segment is done in one long-form take, seemingly one camera with no obvious cuts. And I think it's better for that. But again, because we're not jumping over to different angles, it kinda can give you a sense of motion sickness. Once the plane is destroyed in the air, we are left with a few survivors on the ground in an orange grove maze that's pretty damn scary. I won't spoil it for you, but it's pretty good for the most part. There is a moment there where the CGI, it takes place during daytime, so they can't hide it. It's not the best, but you know what? For all things considered, it looks great for the most part. I'm not going to let 5 seconds ruin an entire good segment and a good story. And then we have Frankenstein Dog, which might be the only one that kind of breaks the whole alien vibe. Like, you could argue Stork was alien-centered on some level. This is the only one that feels more, and I'll quote kill count here, Frankenstein. Now, this one centers around a woman who maybe loves her dog a little too much, and that is saying something. Now, while trying to bring back her beloved canine companions, she utilizes grotesque experiments to morph humans into being dogs by sewing parts onto it. Look, if you like Tusk or the Human Centipede, you'll enjoy this part of the film. Personally, I dislike that kind of horror, like the whole creating, sewing them into monsters and stuff. That's just, oh man, that's horrifying. But an interesting segment nonetheless. Second to last, we have Woman in Space. This one might be the most heartbreaking, as we see a woman chasing her dream to reveal that aliens are real over the relationship that she has with her daughter. She's picking science over her child. It's a slow burn segment that really ramps up at the end when she's off in space, and well, I don't want to spoil it for you, but just know it's a rather sad ending for a person who just wants to end things, and I'll leave it at that. There's some strong symbolism here pointed out by James and Janice, as far as she is somewhat taping over her daughter's birthday video while recording this entire segment. It's sad because you're kind of seeing, she's literally recording over her daughter, and she's picking her alien conquest over her memories with her daughter. It's sad all the way around. Speaking of all the way around, we have a wraparound segment, The Haunted Life. Now, it's honestly not the best wraparound. I mean, it's fine. It's just not really impressive. It's mostly interviews done with some real and some fake talking heads giving their input on whether or not aliens are real, followed by a video of aliens, I want to say, dissecting a guy. They're taking out eggs, but I'm pretty sure I'm wrong on that one. VHS Beyond was meant to be more alien-centric, and while not everything is fully UFO or alien, I did really enjoy this. It's quickly becoming my new favorite Halloween tradition. As long as they continue to cycle in and out directors while keeping the ideas fresh, I'm in. This one is a 7 out of 10 for me, but what did you think? Also, if you don't mind, if you are a fan of this franchise, what's been your favorite VHS segment, in history? Let us know down below, we'd greatly appreciate it, and we'll catch y'all next time. We'll see everybody.